It's 8:38. The birth of a baby can be magical. It can be life-changing. TMZ's Charles Ladabodiere joins us this morning. Good morning to you. So I'm hearing the father of Kylie Jenner's baby, rapper Travis Scott, says that he's a changed man since they had their baby girl. He said his whole life has changed, and we're going to see it in his music, right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's what his friends are saying anyway. That Travis, we didn't actually speak to Travis, but a lot of people around him, his inner circle, are telling us that he has been a completely different guy since Kylie Jenner gave birth to Stormy. Oh. And they said that, look, he's normally a pretty quiet, kind of brooding guy, but he's been laughing a lot. He's been in the studio. He's been working on a new album, and they said that they've seen a reflection of that change in him, in how his approach in the studio and in recording this new music. So a lot of people think that this is going to be his best effort yet, and they are giving Stormy all the credit for that. He's been nonstop in touch with Kylie and with Stormy. He was in Texas, his hometown, last weekend. He actually got the key to the city, Missouri City, Texas. And we're told that while he was there, he was FaceTiming with Kylie and with Stormy almost every free moment he had. Like, he's really keyed into it. And Travis Scott isn't the guy you think of as sort of like a sitcom dad, but
No.
but they say that's kind of what he's become. But he can still rap, so it's not. He hasn't lost all of his swag.
Yeah, well, we'll see how long it lasts. But nice to hear. Nice to hear that he's loving this moment of his life. Let's talk about Jerry Seinfeld, because this is just so interesting to me. This lawsuit. So Jerry Seinfeld has that hit internet show called Comedians in Cars. But apparently there's a producer who's kind of sounds like a pretty good argument, who's come forward saying this was not Jerry's idea. It was my idea, and he's suing.
Yeah, Lauren, I got to tell you, we see a lot of these with shows and movies and even books. Yeah. Once they become a hit, there's always somebody who says, wait a second, that was my idea. This guy, his name is Christian Charles, and he says that he actually did work with Jerry. We looked it up. He and Jerry worked together on a documentary years ago. But he says that in 2002, now this would have been right around the time that Seinfeld, the sitcom, was ending, Christian says he went to Jerry, had this idea. They actually went and shot a pilot episode. He had shot on his own an episode of something like this, like comedians in cars getting coffee. He showed it to Jerry. He said that Jerry said, "Nah, I'm not really interested right now," and that was it. And they walked away. And then cut to 2011. He says Jerry came back to him and said, "What was the name of that show again that you were talking about?" They went over the concept. They actually went out and shot a pilot. And then they were in negotiations to produce it, and Christian says everything fell apart because Jerry thought Christian was being too greedy in the amount of money he would get for this. So he goes away, and then lo and behold, he notices that Jerry went ahead and produced the show without him. Now, this is what he's alleging in this lawsuit. Right. Seinfeld tells us this is absurd. His lawyers literally said that the entire lawsuit is an absurdity, and we will fight this, and we're going to win. So, you know, like I said, this happens when you get a hit show. There's always somebody else who says it was their idea. And sometimes it was, and sometimes it isn't. And they always sort it out either in court or there's a settlement. Well, so we'll see what happens.
If they shot all these pilots, that'll be interesting to see. That might be some proof.
There should be video.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. I want to see the proof. All right. Charles, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
All right, Lauren.
You can see TMZ weeknights at 11 p.m., weekdays at 3 p.m. here on Fox 4. You can also find a link to the show's website on our website, fox4news.com. It's